Hey everybody, thought I would give everybody an update on the aluminum Tortoise 3D printer. So, it is successfully printing! Dun-ta-da! Not exactly pretty. Finding with this, that stuck real good. Size filament, 15% infill is definitely not enough. So this is a squished XY cube. I only had about 45 minutes, so instead of printing a 100 by 100, I made it 100 wide and 50 tall. Definitely not perfect. Have some settings to tweak. That first layer had a hard time in that corner. All in all, though, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Did some tests yesterday. I printed off a 100mm by 100mm square, just one layer thick. Came out to 100.5, so it's pretty close. The biggest issue that I've been having right now are these right here. So this extruder from Re3D came with a 3 K-style thermocouples. And what I have found is that K-style thermocouples are finicky. They require the specific type of metal run from the point to, or from the controller to the source. So I believe it's aluminum and chromium. So you can't have any sort of other metals in the mix, right? So you have to use the K-style connectors, you have to use K-style wire. And even then the connectors have a tendency to ground to the thing that they're attached to. So I've got some PT1000, some PT1000 thermistors coming in. So inside of that block, I'll probably take a picture of it later. There are 3 heating blocks, and there's a little M3 slot that I'll just screw those straight into. This is currently my thought on the feed. It's got a bucket. So inside that bucket, I 3D printed a funnel that fits the bucket and goes out to the diameter of the hose that I printed on my CR10. And then I'll probably shorten this hose a little bit because this is one of the 4 longest distances that it'll ever do, right? So all the way down, all the way in the corner. So I'll probably shorten up this hose a little bit so it kind of has a more downward slope to it. And then I'll kind of have to figure it out if I print something or when I print something really, really big. So hopefully with the new thermistors, I'll be able to tuck this in. These K-style thermocouples don't have any shielding to them, so they receive a lot of data and noise. And if there's any noise, the Duet 3 just throws out an error code. So I've removed them from all the rest of the wiring harnesses and just have it kind of up and out of the way and running back to the board by themselves. So now that I know that it's printing, well, I'll probably wait till I get those other cables in and I'll do some tidying up over in my corners. I had a big piece of glass that I was planning on printing on. It shattered yesterday when I brought it up to temperature. So I've got to figure out something different. I tried printing to the aluminum with no success. Tomorrow I'm going to bring some isopropyl alcohol and clean it and see if that helps. There was a video on Maker's Muse of a product called GT10, which is just a plastic that Angus said works really well. I might get a sheet of that. It's not cheap, or it's not expensive, but over this size, it's 4x8 sheets, $100 something. So it's not something I can just go pick up, but might be worth looking into and seeing if I can convince somebody to give me some extra money. But yeah, so far everything is working really well. Definitely some tweaks, definitely some tidying once I get this all kind of buttoned up. Been leaving some loose ends to deal with after I get the machine working, just in case I need to replace parts. So I'll get these kind of a box for each of these solid state relays and PIDs. Right now this is not actually attached to the ground, so I'll have to attach the actual frame to the ground, and then tomorrow I'm going to attach a micrometer and actually do some bed leveling over the entire thing. Right now I've just been focusing on this corner as I get some things working, but tomorrow I'll level the whole bed and kind of see how it's going. But yes, so this giant block, which, let me look at Cura, was 217 grams of plastic, according to its estimations. Took about 45 minutes. So it's not going to print really big things really fast, but it'll print really big things at a decent speed. This 4-inch square that I was talking about yesterday, I did this in 4 minutes. So this is 100 meters by 100 meters by 1.4 millimeters. So basically it prints around the same speed as my Creality, 15 to 30 millimeters per second, just at 700 times scale. So we'll continue to do some tweaking, see if I can get what the max speed really is with this feed, and what I think that is going to be my cap, right? How much plastic can this extruder really push out at one time? So yeah, hopefully tomorrow, my goal is to print something a little bit bigger every single day. So today we've got 100 by 100 by 50, so maybe tomorrow it's a 400 millimeter benchy. We'll see.